let's so we got an old time friend. Here she is, Angelina.
Hello. Oh, you've put all these images together. That's lovely.
Yeah. So we know Angelina from a few years back. Angelina, I reached out to Angelina for a PMO conference because you were working at Nationwide.
That's right.
PMO.
Yeah.
And you also got involved in our rather wonderful PMO competency framework and kicking that project off and helping us direction on that. And then you're doing other things. You've moved home, you moved to a different part of the country, you're doing things. So what are you up to, Angelina? How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Yeah, it's I mean, before COVID, I moved back to Wales, which is where I'm from, for family reasons. But it's been a big change for me, and quite hard to, as you're talking about communities, build new communities. But it's really what I've been aiming to do, and what I've been working on. So with PMO, as you know, I worked at Nationwide. Before that, I'd worked in consultancy where PMO in the city, really, I set up my first PMO there, where there was a real fear that PMO was a policing organization. So we went from that to Nationwide, which was exciting and really building great communities of practice. And when I left Nationwide in 2018, beginning of 2018, they were moving and adopting into agile. PMO appeared to be being smashed and cut up at that point, but I do believe now that they have it seems that they've created a partnership, and I'd be really, to merge that. But what I am doing now, as you may have seen from LinkedIn, is I've always worked in transformation, delivery, and change management, and I'm focusing more now on behavioural change, and that's where I've honed in on. But in doing that, sometimes I'm part of a bigger change program. So I've worked with the MOD in business change roles, and what I also do is bring into that the delivery of really specialist behavioural change interventions. So such as I use theatre learning now to bring actors into my events, and I write scenes with clients of behavioural situations, any issues that they have, particularly in the ED&I space, because some of my clients just said, look, we've just been sued. Can you come and help the C-suite? And so I do surveys and work with local communities. Since I've come back to Cardiff, it's been a great way for me to meet new people and find a bit of a tribe in Cardiff. Is I've been working, visiting mosques and disabled communities, and really meeting people from the spectrum of the 9 protected characteristics, getting stories, writing scenes, slapping it in front of corporates to say, look, and mirroring behaviors. And that's been really exciting. So yeah, really happy to be doing that. But about PMO, and the last thing, I have been horrified this week because I've been in talks with, and it's always in your heart, it's always in my heart, there's always a pull to what a good PMO looks like, and what other people's perception of PMO, and I've been talking to the Jockey Club, who are undergoing a big change at the moment, and they really wanted a change manager to come in, and I basically came in and said, well, actually, you need, before that, you need some fundamental help here. And the consultant they were working with said to me, no, they don't need anybody with that for admin and reporting, because they've got that. And that was the consultancy who was saying that. And I was horrified. Yeah, absolutely horrified in 2023 that I was going into that kind of situation I expected it from the Jockey Club, but not from the consultancy driving the change. So yes, now they're doing a total review of their requirements, and we're looking at doing some PMO. So yeah, I'm still flying the banner,
flying
and loving that. Yeah.
Just a quick question, and there's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, but really quickly, what I'm hearing is that you move it, the PMO and the change bit. Do you think increasing your knowledge and experience and skills around change management are a good thing for PMO people, PMO practitioners to consider?
Yeah, absolutely. it's part and parcel of it, because the element, you know, change, embedding change, I mean, setting up the mechanics, driving the business benefits, driving the reasons, driving the skills of the project managers is one thing. Actually getting to the point where that change is embedded, used and sustained, and actually that pace of change can be maintained. PMO could have a huge role to play in that, and I do think it's a skill set that you know, that should be across the piece. Absolutely.
We need to invite Angelina back to give us some more deeper insights into this, because I think there is, like you say, it'd be lovely to understand what some of the component parts for people to consider. Plus, it's, you know, we're also interested in some PMO practitioners, you know, thinking career pathwise, that actually you have got a potential career path around change. But let's talk about change. You were also you were at another tribal event community, weren't you?
Yeah, just this week. So I met Women in Change has been set up by a lady called Sarah Barlev. We have I met her in the MOD when she invited me to do some work for Strategic Command, and since then she's just moved from strength to strength, and she's always wanted to set up this community of change. And the beauty is it's not just organizational and business change. We've got all areas of people, of women delivering change, from coaching through to third sector, lots and lots, you know, the whole span of change, and is a really exciting, you know, the head of BBC of change at the BBC is there. They're really high caliber organizations, and so when I said about, you know, the tribe needing to be selective, this is one I've devoted my time to, because the women in that room were not only supportive, you know, as a woman in business, but really know their stuff, and we're really exchanging expertise, finding opportunities together. The networking side of it is really important, and so much so that we're running a long lunch in Cardiff at the Ivy, and it's going to launch a Cardiff branch of Women in Change, which I'm going to head up. So a Welsh branch of Women in Change. So I'm hoping that I'll find the time for that. So we're just doing one event in March just to see the appetite and start building the foundation. But yeah, that's growing. So yeah, the long lunch is a great idea. And so for each course, people will move tables so that they're networking, you know, around. So it's got a centre around food. It's me, you know. But yeah.
No, I mean, what was all the people that came out?
Yeah.
Oh, no, just lost you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, I don't. Oh, great. I don't know what. I don't really.
We've lost you.
AI, which was. Can you hear me?
It's flicking in and out. Oh no, this log.
It's not about, it's there was a big talk about AI, and it was really exciting, and what I came away with was, you know, not only can you get text, but you can use something called stability to get text to image, you can get text to video, all kinds of stuff. And John doing presentations today was an example. But what I came away with, which resonates with my experience of playing with AI in my content and even for training courses, etc., is craft, not graft. So let the AI do the graft, and then we craft it with our expertise. And I think that really much starts to reflect how job roles, capability frameworks, and everything will start to change and shape around the AI in the bigger workforce piece.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting times. I mean, we're doing work on it at the moment, and we've got another session coming up in December, trying to, you know, doing exactly what you guys are doing around the change stuff. We're again doing it from the PMO community. So I'd just like to thank you so much, but I would love it if you would consider coming back and talking to us on a longer session. We'd really love to understand where, you know, a bit more about some of the skill sets and things that the PMO people can be thinking about that could help them be more useful or provide services around change. John, you've got a question, or you got your hands up? No? Do you mean?
No, I was clapping.
It's a little clap. Thanks, John.
Doing clapping.
Thanks. Lovely to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Angelina. It's lovely to catch up with you again, and yeah, let's. I'd love to keep in touch and get you back again, and yeah, be great. And obviously, you know, the Ivy in Cardiff, but
nice. I do. She's another. Sarah is just another woman. You know, you two are a powerhouse, and I've always really loved and admired working with you. Sarah is another woman who I would add to that group. So I'm very privileged. And John, of course, you know, gender aside, you know, we're absolutely powerhouses. It's really exciting to be part of these things. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. That's lovely. We are coming.